burns my brain. Are we ready?
All right. And I think we are streaming. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Make sure that on this page we can
Right.
the comments.
Hello. Why is there... Okay, sorry. We're doing something different this time. We've set it up a little differently so that we could schedule an event so you knew this was coming. And we're just trying to figure out where the chat bar is.
There.
Let's just do that. And it's big. I can actually see it.
But you'll have to put the screen.
I will. Okay.
I don't know.
That's perfect.
But then if there's anything longer, then we won't be able to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Squeeze us in.
And move it over. Okay, hello! This is the beginning of every live stream. It's us like, and trying to figure it out.
I know, right?
I swear one day we'll figure it out.
We will.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So thanks for joining. Everyone who's here so far.
Yay!
This is going to be a recurring sort of live stream thing that we do. We've decided that the first Saturday of every month, we're going to do a live stream. So once a month for you, and we really enjoy it. So
that's the hope. Obviously, if life gets in the way, then we'll switch it around. But
reschedule, yeah.
If you don't hear from us, you can expect every first Saturday of the month. So, yeah. So let's see the comments.
Yes, let's. All right, we're just going to do a quick shout out to everyone who's here so far. So, hi, Lindsay. Hi, Emily. Hi, Miss Sandoval. Hi, Bee in the World. River and Allison. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Imda Queen. Nadine. Kamal. Sandra. Kay. Everable. Miss Sandoval again. Brandy Marie. Will and Kate Wilson. I'm sorry, this is a lot of names, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done this.
Hi,
Serena and Nicholas. Basically, hi, everyone. If we didn't pronounce your name right, or if we didn't pronounce it at all, we see you. We know you're here, so thanks.
And Ellie is over here.
Can you see her? Oh, I'm walking.
She's right there. We just got back from a walk, so she's still in her coat. But
yeah.
Actually, I'll take it off.
I don't know. Maybe she wants to be warm. You never know.
Maybe she doesn't.
Okay. Where's everyone from? All right. So we have New Zealand, Ireland. We have Toronto, Spain, Ontario, Houston, Japan, Scotland, Houston again, Texas. Awesome. Colorado. Wicked guys all over the world. So exciting. It's always great to have you guys from different places because it's so interesting that we can like reach you guys from our little home here in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So guys, if you have any questions, we'd love to kind of go through and answer them. I just wanted to say quickly before we start that with live streams, like, I don't know how to word this. Basically, it's kind of tricky sometimes for us to get to every question just because there are quite a bit that come, and maybe there are some that we've already answered. Maybe there's some that we feel we've covered a lot in the vlogs already. Maybe we're just think one question needs to be explained longer, so we miss a couple other. We're not meaning any harm. If we don't answer your question, we do not mean any harm. It's just kind of how it goes. If there's something you really want to ask again, you could try commenting again, and if we miss it again, I'm so sorry in advance. We're going to try our best.
And if we did answer it, because we're going to be live streaming for about an hour, I'm sure we'll get some of the same questions, so we may not answer them a second or third time. So if you were here the whole time and you noticed and you have the answer, feel free to comment and let that person know the answer to their question for us. That'd be great.
Always helpful.
So without further ado, let's let the questions roll in.
We've got people saying where they're from still, so that's awesome. There's so many cool places. There's
literally like barely anyone from the same place. Everyone's from somewhere different.
Yeah.
A couple people in Texas, some in Canada, and then all over the world. So that's great.
Ellie, why did you leave us? Come back. Everybody wants to see you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this so I can see the full question. Okay. No question but comment. I think you should do another Cooking with Caleb. You know, that one seems to be a big hit. The second time I did it, which was like a couple weekends ago, was more or less on a whim. Didn't really have much going on that day, and I just was cooking some nachos and went with it. So hope you enjoyed. I have to cut lots out because only so much of what I say is really funny. More of it's just embarrassing. So so that's just how it goes, right? That's the beauty of editing.
Yes.
Right there.
You can pick and choose what's funny, but that, you guys, that's actually how he is in real life. Like, Cooking with Caleb segment, that's like a normal Sunday. Like, that's actually how he is.
I'm
keeps
ridiculous.
Me laughing.
Yeah. Sure. I go for, I just...
Whether it's
verbal diarrhea a lot of the time.
At your jokes or laughing at you.
It's usually laughing at me. I got in trouble a lot growing up in school because I was the class clown. I was always trying to make people laugh, and it got me in trouble because I would distract the other kids. So
that's funny.
I don't have to worry about that now, usually. Oh
no!
Sorry, that's gonna blow your eardrums.
Yeah, Ellie, calm down. We think we just saw, right before we started, we saw some people walking by, and it looked like a realtor. The unit next door, like the townhome next door, is for sale. And it looked like a realtor and people, so I think they're making a little bit of noise, and Ellie's like, no,
No one's like ever over there. So
yeah, so it's strange.
Okay, next question. Would you guys prank each other? Well,
I feel like
the only pranks
scaring is the prank.
That's really, we've pranked each other in the sense that we've been scaring each other.
Who
So
knows?
maybe we'll
April
step it
Fool's
up.
Day is coming up.
Yeah, maybe. If you have suggestions for pranks, you could individually private message us on Instagram.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't tell us.
Don't leave it in the comments because we will know it. It won't work. So just send us like a direct message on Instagram or Twitter or something. No, not Twitter, Instagram. All the links for our social medias are in the description down below if you need that.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a time frame for the adoption, home study, etc.?
That's a very kind of complicated question because everything's so unknown. Home study is happening really soon, which is exciting. We don't know exactly when, but we know it's soon. And then in terms of just adoption in general, we've said this kind of a while ago, but the agency will like quote you an average of 3 years, unfortunately. And, it could be drastically less and usually not more. They kind of try to make sure that you're prepared for what it could be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of hard to say. We have hopes it won't be 3 years. I hope not. Yeah. But I don't know. We really don't know.
I really don't think it's going to be 3 years. This is what I always say to her. And
I think you're a little too optimistic.
She thinks that I'm too optimistic, but obviously I have nothing to go off of.
Yeah.
All that I have is one of the social workers. What?
I don't know. Go ahead.
One of the social workers, has said that being young can sometimes be beneficial, right? And so birth moms might want to have a younger couple that that they place with. So. But we really don't know. I'm kind of like thinking of maybe less than 2 years. That's what I'm hoping for, obviously. Okay, next question. Amber. Just want to say thanks for sharing your story. My husband and I are trying to conceive, and we have been for 28 months. We're about to start IVF in May. Your story has helped us. Well, we're so happy that we could be here to provide you with that help, and hopefully our videos have given you some advice. And
that's like my biggest, I feel very proud of this channel when I see comments that say that we've done, whether that even be tips or whether it just be like a way to see and connect with other people who go through the similar things. Like whenever I read a comment like that, I feel so fulfilled, and it's really awesome. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And we are keeping our fingers crossed for you. Well, that's a good one. Emma says, Ayla, how do you cope working in childcare and going through infertility? I don't know, really. I think the biggest thing is that I just honestly, when it comes down to it, I just love being around children and they bring so much joy to my life. And to have them cut out of my life would probably be harder, I think. When I am in the classroom and I'm with the kids and they do something funny or they're sweet or, it makes me smile and it's worth it to me. The other thing too is I think because they're all 3 and 4 year olds that if it was a room full of newborns, I think it'd be a different story. But because they're a little bit older, it's a little bit easier. But at the same time, I feel like we'd have a 3-year-old by now if things worked out easily. So I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that, but just mostly the fact that I would be sad to not have them around.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You get like a little bit of a taste of having children because you get to see them. So it helps because you're not fully like in this world without kids at all, and you want them. So I think maybe that helps. Keeps
the drive too.
Yeah.
And you see those sweet little faces
yeah,
light
she
up.
tells me every day like how cute these kids are, right? So.
But when their parents come to pick them up and they get so excited, they run out that door and they're so happy. Like it like makes your heart warm and you think, one day that will be me. And
that's really hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Here's a comment.
Oh, here's a comment. Okay, my husband and I are going to get a puppy soon. Ellie is such a sweet puppy. Well,
she is.
We're so excited for you. That's great. What kind of dog are you gonna get? I'm curious.
Yeah, Ellie is a sweetie. I love her.
Wit in Real Life says, I'm going to Thailand next week, and I keep thinking of you, Ayla. How very exciting!
So exciting! Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm so excited for you. Definitely let us know how that goes. That's so exciting. It's going to be so much fun, and you will love every second of it. It's going to be great. It's so great.
Next question from Nadine. She says, what are your wish lists? What's on your wish list for your birthday?
Caleb, your birthday's coming up soon.
My birthday is a month away. It's April 6th, so yeah. I actually haven't thought that far ahead.
I know, right? I don't know.
I haven't thought that far ahead.
You would just like to do something that you like maybe, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, maybe I'll go do some like activity or something. You know what I mean? Just
this is speechless. We don't think of ourselves very often.
We've been focused elsewhere, right? Yeah, really. So
that's a good question. Now he's gonna have to start.
I'm gonna have to put together a wish list for you, Ayla. Okay. We'll see. So terrible answer. Moving on. Lucy says, OMG, your dog is so cute. Yeah, she is. I wish I wasn't blocking her right now, but she can't talk and I can, so. So you'd probably prefer me to be in the front and center here?
I wouldn't say that. They might tell you otherwise.
That's true. I shouldn't put that idea in their head. Do you have a time frame? Okay, sorry. I need to read who says it because I always forget and I don't want to leave you out. Mm-hmm. Okay, Faith, Hope, Love. Do you have a time frame for the adoption home? Oh, I should have read the question first.
We just answered that. They probably wrote it at the same time.
Yeah, okay. I'm hoping you got the answer already for that. But you got a shout out.
Okay. You can read what they say, their comments. Like, So Emily Loves Kiwi says, I love cooking with Caleb. It's so funny. Agreed. Totally.
I'm glad someone likes it.
I know. When we did the first one, we were actually a little worried. We're like,
when I was doing the very first one, because I kind of planned it out to do it. Like everything I did was just on a whim, and everything I said wasn't like scripted. Mm-hmm. But I was doing it, and Ayla's like, you should probably tone it down a bit, buddy. Like you are a bit ridiculous.
I was so embarrassed.
And honestly, it's like my jokes and my comedy was like, just going up, right? Or maybe going more like this. But as soon as she told me to tone it down, it was just like when we were editing and looking back at the video, you could tell all of a sudden I just wasn't funny anymore. So I blame her for that, really.
I'm sorry. We have learned now,
We have learned that you just have to give me creative freedom.
You're cracking me up here.
Yeah.
good one.
You know what? The other thing too is a lot of the comments are going to be in reaction to because comments come in live,
Yeah.
but we're delayed with our stream.
Well, and we also because we have to stop the comments where we are so that we can read them. Otherwise, it would continue to go down. So we're answering some that might have been posted a while ago. So
yeah,
we're
like
gonna
everyone I
try
think
and
here
get
is
through.
reacting to Ellie being really excited
Yeah.
and being loud and blowing their
Yes.
eardrums. Potentially. How long have we been vlogging? Stephanie Gilliam asked. My gosh, this is like the last stream where I couldn't speak. Remember?
I know, that was so bad.
She asked, "How long have you been vlogging?" So we've been vlogging for what?
It's almost 2 years. It was May, right?
May.
'Cause it was
Yeah.
just
So in May
before
it'll
our
be
very first IVF cycle.
right. So 2015 we started vlogging, or well, mostly just documenting and making
Yeah.
little short videos like every once in a while. Pretty much really busy with the vlogging, like 3 days a week for maybe a year, maybe less than a year now. I'm not sure how long we've had this schedule going.
Yeah, we've really gotten into it in the last year.
Yeah, definitely. The last year we've gone harder. Kamal says, "Me and my hubby are having IVF in August. Pray for us." You'll
That's
definitely be in our
exciting.
thoughts, and we wish you all the best and best of luck.
We do, yes. It's IVF is a lot. Like it's a lot to take in, but we
Yeah.
are strong. We got this.
Yeah, I mean, you're not just saving all your money up so that you can actually afford it. You're then preparing your body and you're putting emotions in check and getting everything prepared, and then hopefully it works for you. Because if it doesn't, like obviously there's like in
That's
general,
it.
if it doesn't work right, there's that other side where it's pretty emotional and pretty difficult to deal with, and any loss at any stage is always tough.
But that's not gonna happen.
No,
Get out of
that's
there.
what I mean. In general, just like if that happens, but
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to work out really well for you guys. Okay, so
This one, Christiana says, random question of the day. What's your favorite shape?
I love this question because this is very unique and it's a perspective that, or like a different
Something
angle.
I've never really thought about too much.
No, I never think of this shape.
I feel like I like triangles.
Triangles?
Yeah. Because I like how they fit together. I like pizza. I like pie. I don't know. Triangles sound pretty good.
Now that you say that,
Don't copy me.
no, I can totally see triangles because everything that's dessert like that I enjoy is a triangle shape. Cheesecake, pie, like last weekend, cake, pizza.
Triangles. That's the answer.
Yeah, probably triangles. Okay.
So Brandy asks, open to adopting with a disability or not for your first time? That's a tough question. I don't know. It's not that we wouldn't be open to it. I think it would be situational. And I think we're going to get more into that kind of thing with our social workers coming up here soon and kind of learn what they recommend and like what their kind of thoughts are on how that would work and that sort of thing and get a better idea. So I don't know. I don't really have a solid answer yet.
Right.
Why'd you make that one go away?
Sorry, I was gonna do something, but I'll do it after the next question when you talk. Okay. You just gotta rock that Dear Birth Mother letter. I think we did rock that Dear Birth Mother letter.
We were very diligent with it.
Diligent. We made we put our creative and our like artistic touch on it. Mm-hmm. And I think it represents us well, and and it's something that I'm proud of. I think that we did a good job on, and hopefully they think so too.
Yeah, hopefully.
Are you thinking of adopting a boy or girl? Doesn't matter. We are happy with whatever we are blessed with.
Exactly.
If obviously there comes a point where we have 3 boys or 3 girls, we'll maybe prefer to have like the opposite, but we're not thinking that far ahead, and we're just happy with whatever we can get. Yeah. Because we have pictures of our lives with both genders, and we have like so many great things that we can see with either. So. Yeah, and
especially because it's our first, it's kind of just
literally just doesn't matter. Yeah,
we
want to have both, but.
Yeah. Can you bring it back up?
I just
throws me off.
Wanted to see something else. You don't need to look at yourself.
I
Ayla.
do need to look at myself.
Would you? This is interesting. Previous question by Hannah Nadoff, by the way. Sorry, Hannah. Hey, leave it. I was at. Oh my goodness.
It's down here.
Oh, sorry, I lost my place. Ayla's switching the chat bar up and down, and I'm trying to figure out where I am. I'm sorry if you've answered this before. Oh, sorry, we'll get to you. Abby says, would you two ever consider doing a half marathon? I think you two would have so much fun doing it. Something to keep you focused and uplifted through this waiting process with being healthy. Yeah, I'd probably be walking, so while being healthy. Yeah, you know what? I actually went for a run yesterday. Proud to admit it. Went for about 13 minutes.
First one in like 3 years. I'm just kidding.
In like maybe a year and a half. I don't know.
I was pretty proud of you.
I was just like, it was warm out, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I'm not gonna be worrying about the snow right now, right? It's hard to run outside in the winter, and we don't have a gym membership, so I went for a run. And I think, yes, to answer the question, I would enjoy trying a marathon. I don't know to what extent, but
it'd have to be a very simple, like
maybe like a 5K
kind
or
of
something,
thing, yeah.
or like a 10K. I don't know, but it would have to be after we've conditioned ourselves, right?
Right. We need to work our way.
Yeah. So it's I would like to do that, and it would have to be in the summer as well. That would be a lot of fun, though. I've always thought about doing it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Now back to Jansen Martinez. I'm sorry if you've answered this before. I know you've tried Ayla's eggs with donor sperm before knowing about your egg quality. Could you try donor eggs with Caleb's DNA before adopting an embryo?
We could.
We could.
However, we've come to realize the kind of expense that is associated with donor eggs and getting donor eggs, and it is kind of high. And so, yeah, I think definitely like in the future that could be something we try. And I don't know, like it's just kind of daunting right now, I think. But that would be cool because it would give Caleb that chance again.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same
time, we'd have
time,
to find out, like, we'd have to do more testing on him and make sure that that's a way, before we spend all the money, we'd have to make sure it's a way that is.
The thing is, as much as Ayla obviously has an egg quality issue, I mean, I don't have great sperm quality either. So it's really just handing one off for the next, which is in a similar position, I would say. So I don't think it would necessarily be worth it to spend all that money. I would be okay. Like, I've already, like, we're doing adoption. We're working through things where we aren't going to be biologically related. And we've come to terms with that. We've accepted that, and we're happy with with the way we're going. And so if the time comes that we want to, we could even do donor egg with some of the sperm that we still have stored actually at our clinic. So there's lots of options there.
Yeah.
But if we're just going to do that, that's why the embryo adoption is really something that's would make sense as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of these like
so
not
there's
straightforward
literally
answers.
it's like when you go to this Peter's Drive-In that's here in Calgary, which is delicious, by the way, and their sign says over 4,400 combinations of flavors. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like trying to conceive a child. There's like so many different methods.
But yet not enough to make it work.
No. And not 4,400, not nearly that many.
No. Okay. Oh, I want to answer. You get out of here. You get out of here. Let me answer one. Nadine says, how's it going with the t-shirt campaign you talked about a while ago? I'm glad you asked. So, if you guys have noticed, we've had a couple kind of bigger project videos on our channel lately, and they both took a lot of time and effort to film and edit, so we were really focusing on that. We had a fun video go out today called Marriage Expectations versus Reality, and we were very lucky to be able to be sponsored for that video, which is always, side note, which is always really exciting for us to kind of get that recognition and to feel like we're growing in a way, but that's another topic.
Yeah, we don't like to do that too often because we don't want to, push sponsors.
Yeah, but we only do stuff that we like. Like, we honestly actually play
I'm obsessed
the game
with that game,
time. Yeah.
But this isn't sponsored, so let's not.
Yeah.
We're not promoting them right now because they're not paying
not
us.
sponsored. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that those videos took a lot of our time. So we haven't been able to get started on the t-shirt campaign, which really makes me sad because I've been wanting to so bad. And I want to make a really nice design that I'm really proud of and that I want you guys to be really proud to wear, and so I'm a little nervous for that. Like, I feel like that's a lot of pressure, but we also don't know what like program we're going to use for it. So if you guys have any suggestions of like t-shirt designing programs or whatever, let us know.
Yeah.
We know of like the Teespring campaigns to actually like push it forward, but
Right,
we
right.
have some research to do.
And one thing too that we've been looking at is we're hoping to make a style of design that isn't just like, you know, Ayla and Caleb, so it's just like specifically for our YouTube channel. We want it to be a design that is almost something that you wouldn't necessarily just associate with our YouTube channel, but is like still nice and cool that you would wear.
We want you guys to want to wear.
Yeah, we want you to want to wear it. Like, so it's hard to come up with a design like that.
Maybe even let us know like what kind of style you like. Is Ayla and Caleb like our title something you would want to wear, or do you like that idea of having, I don't know what, like we're talking and we have no ideas yet, but
yeah. We haven't spent enough time looking into it.
We're gonna work on it though, because I'm actually really excited.
Okay.
Yes, you guys rock. You rock.
You rock.
Thank you, Jansen. I'm gonna.
Okay, so Ayla actually just has to do something really quick, and she'll be joining us in a moment. So, let's just see what she's up to, and we'll come back when. She'll come back when she's ready.
You just answer questions.
Okay, sorry. Okie dokie. Well, I can't answer this one because it's for you. You answer it over there and tell me. Oh. Whereabouts in Canada are you from? Asked Lucy Fitzgerald. So we are in Alberta. So close to the west coast. Obviously, BC is on the far west, but here in the prairies, and we live just outside of Calgary, really close to the Rocky Mountains, in a small town called Cochrane. It's pretty amazing, actually. We've just been here since, June, I think? And
we used to live in Calgary.
We used to live in Calgary, but we enjoy it out here. It's a small town, slower pace of life. Everyone's so friendly at all the stores, like seriously so friendly. You know, we don't have to worry about traffic. Just getting into the city to go to work would do a little bit, but pretty much just rambling on. But the biggest thing is living close to the mountains and being able to go out there in like half an hour and just have all this beautiful scenery. Yeah. I like looking over at you for approval. Did I say it good, wife? Okay. Yeah, the question that you need to answer is traveling to Thailand. Any tips? Any tips that you can provide to Wit in real life? And do we want anything? Does that mean like a keepsake from Thailand? Is that what that question is?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. You were there. I wasn't there.
Any tips for traveling to Thailand? Can I answer that one in a second when I get back? Because I feel like it has more to it.
She will answer that in a second. We will not forget about you.
Let's go to the next one.
On to the next one. What day is your birthday, Ayla? Asked Lindsay. Ayla's birthday is in September, yes, and it is on September 29th.
I was worried you weren't going to know.
She'll be 24 then, but I'll be 24 in April, so that is very exciting. I'm a few months ahead of her, though.
Yeah, we know where you are.
Wow, we're so delayed. This was so long ago, but it's pretty funny. Ayla is back with that special something something. You know, a special friend of ours gave us this idea, kind of. We stole it from him.
Thought it'd be funny to join in. He said he was going to grab his popcorn and watch our live stream, so we're like, hey.
Yes, River and Allison, they are tuned in right now watching the live stream. They're our fellow YouTube friends, and you should check out their channel, Riv and Al. So you'll enjoy them. They live in Chicago, and they travel a lot, and they're great vloggers. So check them out. Okay.
Ready for the one?
Thanks, River.
Up here. Any tips for traveling to Thailand? Be prepared for how cheap everything is. I was like shocked. When it comes to like traveling around, like you'll see these hilarious tuk-tuks and things like that to travel around in, and you can basically, everything is up for bartering. You want to kind of keep your like phrase book with you and like learn some basic words. And anytime you need to go somewhere or whatever, and you come up to the person, they'll kind of give you a price, and you can almost always get them to go down. So practice that.
Yes.
It's kind of fun too, because you'll be like, oh no, too much, and you'll start walking away, and they'll be like, hey, no, come back.
One note to make that I want to make on that too is, if you're trying to barter, it's probably best to only have like a little bit of money in your hand. Don't like have your whole stash like out, because obviously they see you have all this money, they're not willing to drop it as easily. So, pro tip. Not that I've bartered very much. In Mexico a little bit when we've been there. But anyway, this is a whole different story.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and just kind of do as much as you can. See as much as you can, because there's so much. Like, there's the northern region and then the southern region, and they are very different.
Yeah.
Like Chiang Mai, the hill tribe is really cool, and it's all very cultural, and it like changes your perspective on the world a lot. It's really, really neat. And then just a short and inexpensive flight down south gets you the beautiful beaches, the beautiful water, all of those like really fun events that you can do and stuff like that. So yeah.
I want to go there with you.
I know, one day.
One day.
Okay,
let's try to go really quick. We'll get caught up a little bit so that we're not so far behind. Because like that question that I read earlier, faith, hope, love, or whatever, and we had literally just answered it. She commented and said, thanks for the shout out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, you get a shout out. But that was like 20 minutes ago, it feels
well,
like.
you
So
keep
we gotta
talking, so you're making it work.
Okay.
No, I want to see.
No, Christiana says that her birthday is on April 7th. Well, happy birthday.
Awesome.
Coming up after me. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on adoption so far? Dude, broski, get out of the way.
Okay, so
Elliot. We're excited. I feel very excited. Like, I feel good about it. And I haven't felt good about much lately. So it's nice. It's like a refreshing experience to know that everything you're working towards right now is for a good purpose and has, you know, a pretty good success rate.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Do you want a popcorn?
Nice catch, Ellie.
She got it.
So one of the big things for me with adoption is that as much as we'll be on the wait list, it's a time to kind of get some things in order while we're waiting. And that can just be like finances, that can be going and trying to do some things before you're too busy and occupied with a baby to do those things. Maybe we can plan a trip before that happens. You know, there's things that go through our mind that we'd like to do. So some of those will be more realistic because we'll just be waiting and we'll have the time and we won't be like focusing on a treatment. So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I will scroll to the next question. Okay, so Country Girl answered with what type of dog?
Just a small breed.
Small breed.
Live in an apartment.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, you'd probably want something small. Otherwise, you have to constantly... well, big dogs just don't handle small spaces that well either. They need room. They'll be all up in your hair all day. But yeah, but not a big dog, just a Pomeranian or like a Shih Tzu or something small. Okay. Cool.
Okay, I feel like we're so far behind, so I'll just kind of
try. Is IVF in Canada less than in the US? Asked Lydiana. I'm pretty sure it's cheaper here. Yeah. And the one thing too is like, for us, my benefits at work covered like almost like probably 95% of our drug costs. And that was about $4,000. Which is only one IVF cycle is about $4,000 in drugs. So all of that was pretty much covered. So that was like perfect, helped a lot.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case for us the first go around and everything.
Emily asks, how was the pie? Did you eat it in one day like Caleb wanted to? No, we spread it out across 4 days, 3 days. We had like half of it that night though. And it's our secret. No, to be honest, I'm the type of person that when I have something that I really love, I have to stretch it out because I'm not the type of person that wants to overindulge and just enjoy it for that moment. I want to enjoy this over a period of time. So I like to stretch my like special treats out and whatnot. I'm weird like that. I'm just very, strange sometimes with how I think. You know this. Yes, Lydiana, we love that idea. So she asks, if the Dear Birth Mother letter is so important, can you guys one day make a video with tips of how to write it? So that is something that we will want to do, but we're not going to do it until after like this adoption process is finalized and we've been placed and we've passed the revocation period and all that good stuff, and they're officially
then
ours.
We could maybe show the example of what ours look like. We just don't think it's appropriate to show it now.
Yeah, exactly. We'll give some views of ours.
Yeah.
Okay. Abby says, so proud that you got out for a run. Keep it up, Caleb.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. When we went through IVF, Amber asks, did you elect to do CCS or another form of embryo testing for chromosomal abnormalities before transferring? We didn't do any testing or anything like that.
Me being so young, doctors just don't even go there.
Yeah, they don't suggest that they would even.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It probably would have been a good idea. And I don't know exactly what our clinic does because, again, we haven't really gotten too far into that kind of thing. But, yeah.
One thing, too, with that is a lot of the time, but once our eggs were fertilized and were starting to grow, there wasn't a lot of embryos necessarily. Mm-hmm. So to risk, so once you send it for testing, you don't get it back. Get it back, right? That destroys it.
Well, some of them.
Sometimes, yeah, I guess.
But ours were just so poor that we were afraid that they wouldn't.
So we wanted all the ones we could get.
Mm-hmm.
How much are donor eggs? Asked Kay Greer. Well, we just looked on one site. It was about $15,000 to get 6, I think.
Mm-hmm. It was like a little package, but obviously you don't necessarily want to only get one because if they don't fertilize well, and there's all those risks, right? So you want a little group. Everybody could guess I was making popcorn. That's awesome.
Emily says, I think it's... Oh, sorry. I need to read this first because I need to make sure I have an answer.
She thinks it would be cool to have arrows on the t-shirt because
there's
arrows around our house, and that necklace that you broke one time.
Yeah, that necklace.
That's a good idea. We might have to have arrows. I feel like a lot of
I have to buy you a new one. I forgot.
You forgot.
Shoot. Now you know that you need a new one.
I'm reminded. Yeah. Thanks, girl. Okay, let's continue.
Sounds like you're making popcorn. Yeah, she's so...
I know, I just said that. I just touched on that, man. Space,
Oh, someone's birthday, Lucy.
Lucy's birthday.
Hey, birthday buddies.
Yay.
River points out in the comments to the Thailand question that you should make sure to bring cash with you because cards are harder to come by. Thanks, River. He's been there as well. What
states in the U.S. have you visited?
Okay, I'm going to try to do this quick and I'm going to try and remember. So... Washington State, Idaho, Oregon, California, Montana, New York.
Are you counting layovers in the airport?
No. Utah, Arizona, Texas, Florida. That's all I got.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. I've just been to Washington, Montana, and then technically
what
I
else?
drove through
Colorado, Idaho.
Yeah,
that's all I got. That's pretty good.
Let's kind of. Have you gone over the cost of adoption yet? Asks Kay. I think we might have a long time ago. They're kind of spread out in kind of sections, but what is it overall? Around 13,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Around that.
Yeah, it's 13,000 and change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So most of it or a good, like, 75% of it is before you're even on the list.
Right. So right now.
So right now. In the next, probably in the next 2 to 3 months. Okay, so this is a good question I think you could answer maybe, Ayla, but not that there's much to answer with, but you should go for it.
The popcorn.
I'll try not to eat it obnoxiously.
Chris and Leah says, do you know why you keep having miscarriages? Did they even tell you? So I have only had like the one pregnancy loss. I've only ever been pregnant the one time. And they didn't really have much of an answer, unfortunately. It just goes back to my egg quality / embryo quality, and they just kind of could guess that it wasn't kind of strong enough, I guess, the embryo itself, which then kind of signifies that it's not necessarily like my uterus or anything like that, that it's more the embryo quality. So gives us some hope for some of the other options like donor eggs and stuff like that, at least. But yeah, we didn't get much information out of it.
This one? Or?
Oh yeah. Faith Hope Love asks, did you mention that you vlog in your birth mother letter? And yeah, we did. We wanted to be transparent with the internet. Like, what if she found us one day? I would feel horrendous if we we weren't open about that. And
we wanted to make sure there were no surprises, because that could be a deal breaker for some people. You never know.
And we want it to be the right fit.
Yeah. Like,
as much as we want it as fast as possible, it can't be forced. It needs to be a good fit, I think.
And it's a big part of our life.
Our life.
And we don't
want to give up vlogging.
No, we don't want to give it up. No.
So I think it's
needs to be a work.
But it is kind of nerve-wracking. Like, there's definitely, I think, when we put ourselves in a birth mom's shoes, we consider a list of positives and a list of negatives when it comes to that. So we just try to explain ourselves the best we can, and we'll just answer as many questions as we can that she might have about it, and we'll just be open, because that's just kind of how we operate, I guess. But yeah, good question. Okay, will you scroll down so I can see?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Chelsea asks, Ayla, this may be too personal, but if you adopted a newborn, would you consider breastfeeding the baby? I recently found out that was possible for adoptive moms. I think that's so cool. It's funny that you asked that, because we were talking about that a whole bunch today, actually. And we have like a bit of a pamphlet kind of package of papers on it from our agency. And I don't know, like, it's something I'm going to have to really think about a lot, I think, because I don't think it's an easy task. You gotta, do the medication. A lot of people use pumps and will pump for a while. Kind of depends. If we know that the match is taking place in advance, it might be more possible, but if it's more of a quick match, then it might not even be possible. And then also with the birth mom, maybe it doesn't work. So I don't know. I think I'm going to do as much research on it as I can, so that when the time comes, I can be well informed and decide then kind of what I want to do. But yeah, it's a really tricky one, because it would be really nice to be able to have that connection. It's something that I'm already having to not have because of this kind of route of how we're doing things. But I don't know, it's really hard to say. My biggest priority is that the baby would be well taken care for, their needs are met in whatever way that means, and that we do anything we can to bond with them. There's skin to skin, there's baby wearing, there's all those things that I think we will definitely be doing. And yeah, we'll just have to research.
Yeah. Okay. Hi from Vancouver. Hi, Melissa. How many kids are you wanting to adopt? Well, right now we start with our one, and then depending on where that leaves us afterwards, if we decide to do another adoption or maybe embryo adoption at that time, But I think in general, for our family, we would like to have 3 or 4 children.
Mhm.
And if that means that we have to adopt all of them, then we will.
Yeah. Yeah. We have no issues with that. We're
No.
definitely going to try the whole getting pregnant route at some point
Yeah.
in this journey.
It'll just,
But we're
if we can get placed with a baby and just have a baby, be parents, and then start to consider what other options we may want, I think we won't be in a rush or anything, and we'll just enjoy what we have. And I think when you like already having a child and being parents
it's going to be the best thing.
Will be the best for us. So we won't be so worried. Yeah, I don't know. It'll just be so great that.
Yeah, that's our logic now. Who knows? It could change. We never know. Would you ever visit Australia? We would love to. That would be so
Definitely.
much fun.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. That's a big trip to do, but yeah, that would be so cool.
Yes, Suad asked that question. I think that's how you say it. And we have friends that are living in Perth right now, so they'll be there for the next 2 years. Don't know if we'll be able to make it there in the next 2 years, but that would be cool.
That would be cool.
And, okay, Texas lady asks, hello from Texas, if you could live anywhere in the world and money wasn't a factor, where would you live? That's the best. If money was never a factor, wouldn't life just be so great? What do you think?
I don't know. I would want to be somewhere where it's enough of a difference than here. Like, it's not like I'm just moving to move. I would like it to change my life in some way. So that would, weather would be a big impact, like it being nice weather, maybe some beaches around and things like that. I would
say, like, probably like a tropical island or something. Just like...
That would be
like,
sweet. Could you imagine the vlogs? Oh, the vlogs.
We'd have to get a drone. But then again, it would be nice to, if money wasn't a factor, I mean, we probably would just move around every year.
Yeah, just try it all out. That would be cool.
Wow. Whitney says she lives in Florida and that adoption for them is going to be between $28,000 and $35,000. Yeah, that's pricey. And I think, from my understanding in the U.S., like often you have to pay the birth mom's hospital bills, and so that's probably.
And the difference here is, of course, we have healthcare that covers that sort of thing, so there isn't that expense to think about. I'm sorry that it's that much. That's hard.
Laura says, booster juice, and she says, what flavor did you get? And hers is mango hurricane. Well, we tried out a new one. It is pure passion. It's got like mango and passion fruit. Sorry. And I'd forget strawberries, passion fruit, vanilla frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Something like that.
I usually get Marathon. Marathon is my go-to. It's got a nice tang to it. Okay. Gotta get caught up. Are you going to get any other animals? Honestly, I can't see us ever having anything else really, because unless we had like a farm, dogs are my favorite animal. I know you're not a big cat fan.
I'm sorry, guys.
I grew up with cats, but
I just had some mean cats when I grew up. Like, not us personally.
If we had a cat, it would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, maybe. But we want another dog.
We'll probably get another dog at some point. Just, I think once we live somewhere that has more
space in a yard. Yeah. Okay.
It's a good question. Nadine asks, do you wonder about how people find your channel on YouTube? I actually came from Phil and Alex's channel. Yes, that is totally a question that we love to know, because it helps, like, our channel, you know, you want to see that growth and you want to see what's working for you and that sort of thing. So that is very cool. And we love Phil and Alex, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we talk with them all the time.
Yeah, they're a really sweet couple and family now, I guess.
Yeah,
but family. We actually first connected with them it was a year ago. It was a year ago
in April when we were doing our Infertility Awareness Week video. Yeah. And they sent in a little video clip for us.
Yes, they've grown quite a lot, which we're really happy for them about. Yeah, which is awesome.
And had their, 2 children and...
Yeah. So great. Yeah, if you guys want to comment and say how you found us, that would be cool. And we'd love to know.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's always great when people come from other channels.
Mm-hmm.
Marissa says that she wanted to thank us for our IVF videos, so you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Moana's our favorite movie right now.
It's the best. I was singing it in preschool the other day.
Were you?
This one little guy, he's like so shocked that I knew the words, and then we both sang in harmony.
Oh my
together.
gosh!
It was
I
amazing.
wish I was there for that.
It was so great. And he corrected me on the words. He's like, no, and he sang all the words properly. I was like,
he's 4?
Yeah.
You must have seen it a lot.
He must have.
And then she says she's recovering from an egg retrieval that she had this morning. That's so exciting. So we just wanted to say fingers crossed for you. I've
had some rough egg retrievals in my life. Like, the last one was so brutal. I don't know what she did. I think she was, like, going like this in there because it was so painful. I'm sorry.
Do you want to answer this?
Stephanie asks, are you open to adopting a child of a different race? We are open, actually.
Yeah.
We are.
It's funny. It's weird when you fill out this. There's a form. It lists like a number of.
Don't go into it too much.
Okay, I won't go into too much. You basically, the long story short,
you kind of
check off what kind of race you're interested in.
It feels
mixed,
so weird.
And it seems very weird, but that's just how it is. Mm-hmm. So we filled one of those out, and we're open.
The purpose of it is just to ensure that the match is right. Like, they don't want people to really sit down and think about these sort of tough questions and really know what works best for their family, because the biggest, most important thing is that the baby is in a home that is 100% meant for them. Yeah. And so, you have to go through those tough questions. We've had to really think and really put ourselves under that kind of microscope and make decisions like that. And it's important. I think it's really important because you need that screening process, because you don't want any
doubts or anything like that. Yeah. For sure. And the other thing too is, for us, like, we're willing to learn new cultures and be able to teach those cultures to our child, because we don't want them to lose out on that either. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about with it, though.
So many things.
Yeah, it's not an easy decision.
Okay, so
I love that some of you guys are talking to each other and want to connect to each other. That makes me so happy. Cool. That's amazing. Oh, you guys are all so sweet. I love you. Like, honestly, I feel like our community is the best out there. Like, don't you? Every time I read comments, I'm like, you guys, you impress me every day with how kind you are to each other and to us. And it's just like, I'm so impressed. Thank you so much.
I'm seeing lots of other comments from 3 or 4 people as well who are saying that they saw us on Phil and Alex.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool. Was it...
Oh, this one, Whitney. So Whitney found us by searching for adoption vloggers, and then she watches Phil and Alex and saw us there.
Awesome.
And
double whammy.
Chelsea says that she found us through Phil and Alex.
Oh, cool.
And yeah,
we're obviously new to the adoption world, so them two are pretty well versed in it. So it's kind of cool to see both, like, perspectives of it.
Okay.
Caleb's just trying to scroll through to see what.
Have you ever been to Europe? Over to you, Ayla.
After high school, my Oma took myself and my cousin to Holland, to the Netherlands, to visit. Sorry, I drank a lot. To visit some family. I have a good chunk of second cousins, and so aggressive. You shook the whole thing in one. Anyways, I went there for a couple of weeks, and then, that was really it, though. But we will definitely be going back, because that is somewhere I'd love to, like, travel around more and look at.
Tell her. What? Yeah, I would like to move to the Netherlands. Actually, she has family there that we could, visit and learn from and learn a new language.
Yeah. All of the dreams, right? Dreaming ahead it would all be cool.
Now everybody's saying they found us from Phil and Alex. Well, not everybody, obviously.
I watched Phil and Alex too, but I found them after watching your vlog. So you found Phil and Alex through us. Yay! We're doing it. We're like a helping each other out kind of thing. That's awesome.
Cool. And Katie says that she loved watching us sing Ed Sheeran on our Snapchat earlier today. Yeah.
Oh,
We've been listening to his new album. It came out
love him.
yesterday. And we actually pre-ordered the vinyl as well. So the vinyl's coming on Monday. I've been tracking it on Amazon and I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be sweet.
It's gonna be so good.
He's
It's
awesome.
Every single song on the album is good.
Yeah, and some of them like give me goosebumps, and I'm like ready to cry, and I'm like on the brink, and I'm like.
Yes. Do you guys listen to
that one?
Oh.
Like the one that he's talking about how love can change the world in a moment.
What's the?
I can't sing
That's the
it
one we
'cause
were
my
singing
voice
on
sucks.
Snapchat.
Was it?
Yeah.
Love can change the world in a moment.
What do I know is what it's called.
It's so good. Look
what
it
is
up.
your guys' favorite song is what I was trying to say earlier on the album, if you've listened to them. Or do you even listen to Ed Sheeran? Let us know. I'd be curious.
So funny, you like talk so fast sometimes you go in like this whole thing and I'm like
I'm a pretty fast talker, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I always do this obnoxious thing where I like stop and I go, I'm gonna read the next question. I just gotta search for it. Sorry. Okay. I do that too. Should I just be quiet?
Yeah, just shush. I can't.
Are you excited for the baby, like bringing baby, for shopping, traveling with the baby?
Is that directed to us? Some people are having conversations so.
I think so.
Okay. Yes, we are.
Definitely. And like buying a couple things already and preparing for whenever we have this workout is really fun for us because we've bought clothes and stuff, like mostly just clothes, and it was just kind of like, oh, let's buy a shirt because it looks cute and we're doing an IVF transfer, and if it works well, we'll use it. But like when in that situation, you don't know if it's going to work or not, and in our case obviously it didn't. And so this time, like with adoption, I always say it's more of a sure thing. Now obviously things can happen and things cannot work out, but you know, at the end of it all, I do believe that the chances of being placed is like closer to 100%.
Right.
So
they usually say that you'll get placed.
Yeah.
It's just about how long.
Right. And so actually going out and buying stuff now isn't just
purpose.
like, yeah, it has purpose, and that's really enjoyable, and I love it. It's like, I get excited.
I like singing the song in my head. Do you see any?
I love me some Ed. Yep.
We saw him live in concert. I don't know if I've said this story. I'm so sorry if we repeat ourselves, but we went to the Taylor Swift concert. That was actually when we got Ellie, when we picked her up for the first time. And
where's the popcorn?
He's behind. Anyways, and Ed Sheeran was the opening act, and we were like, I already knew him, but Caleb didn't. And all of a sudden, he was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Like,
so then,
and I was a pretty big T Swift fan.
Yeah, you were.
But
you liked him better.
Yeah, she did a great concert. But like, I came out of there with like a whole new respect for Ed Sheeran, and I was like, oh, this guy's so great. Yeah. And ever since, I've loved him. And
then fast forward a little bit later, I was doing IVF. I was in my 2-week wait. We went to Ed Sheeran again, and we went with one of my friends. So it was the three of us, which is kind of funny.
This is the first IVF.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got sick, like just so sick. And he had to take me home. And so I completely missed the concert. And he went back and just had the concert with my friend. Yeah. So it was so sad. I was so sad. But
yeah. That was really disappointing because it was so good.
I know. Shh, don't talk about it.
But he'll probably be back soon because he's got a new album. And so we're going to go. And you'll be there.
Everybody sang their favorite song. Acoustic version of Shape of You. Small Bump. Helped me through a lot of losses. That's a very good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Small
that
Bump,
one.
So amazing. Very awesome. Okay, let's start talking about Ed Sheeran now.
Okay.
Casey found us from River and Allison. Woohoo! That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember seeing Casey in the last, I think, Instagram
Insta
Live
yeah.
that River and Allison did. So thanks for making the jump on over.
Emily, we do have a few things we need to do before we are in that waiting period. So we're thinking it'll be pretty soon, but we just don't know exactly like how long.
Yeah. Probably get a call this week or something. Hopefully. For a little something. What does Caleb do for work? Well, Caleb works in human resources, and Caleb
talking about yourself in the third person there.
Works. Yeah, I work in HR, and I help people with. I'll help the employees pretty much with enrolling them into benefits and pension and all that fun stuff. But then aside that, I help them with all their problems, and when there's drama, and I love the drama part actually. That's the best part. Solving problems is what I get to do, and so when it comes down to it, that's why I like my field. Sorry,
that was Ellie. You couldn't see her,
popcorn.
but she went crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you're the only guy in your office too.
River says he's got my back. We can go to a TSIF concert together. Yes, we can. We'll just find the next one, and we'll meet in the middle.
That would be a ways.
The middle is still a ways, yeah.
I'm sure you've answered this, but have you considered using a surrogate if your next IVF try doesn't work out? If I was still able to have babies, I would carry one for you in a heartbeat. Oh, that is so very sweet. That is so kind. I just don't know yet if, like, I can't carry babies, if that makes sense. Like, everything that we've learned so far shows that it's my embryo quality, my egg quality. So putting my embryo anywhere isn't really working. Like, whether... Dude. So, basically, what I mean is I'm not sure if putting my embryo with a surrogate would really make much of a difference, if that makes sense. But thank you. You're so kind.
Madison Brown says, what's your favorite meal to make together? And I think that our favorite meal to make together, just because we always make this one together, would probably be tacos.
Nachos.
It's the same thing.
Same thing. Same.
It's not the same thing, but it's different properties.
Taco night is a real good day.
Yeah, we make nachos or tacos together is like a good meal to make.
We eat a lot of like Mexican food.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good. I love me some tacos al pastor. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. On our honeymoon, we were in Mexico for 12 days. And on our resort, there was like a taqueria. And it had nobody there, like ever. And we only discovered it like halfway through the trip, which was really disappointing because it was amazing. But, you know, those little tiny tacos, and you just load them up. And they had like carnitas. They had tacos al pastor. They had chicken, like all that good stuff, and all the fixings, and it was free, obviously, because it's included, and it was like so good.
It was so good.
I probably had like a couple dozen in the last 6 days we were there. I would go back to that resort just for that. That was the best.
I know.
Okay.
Lucy asked, do you guys know / watch Meet the Wheelers? They're going through adoption too. Yeah, we do. We have been subscribed to them for a little while, I think. We've known about them, like when we first were doing YouTube, we definitely like watched a ton of YouTube, and we found them too. So we're very excited for them and their process too. I feel like we're kind of in line, but I feel like we're going to take a lot longer because our wait lists suck, but, you know, we're wishing them the best. We're excited for them. Why are you laughing?
Sorry, okay. A little bit of a like inside bro joke here with River.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm just gonna share a little bit with you because it's funny, and maybe it's just funny to us.
You were laughing during. I was trying to be heartfelt, and you were like.
I don't even know what you said. Hey.
At least bring it.
Okay, so right after we go to the concert together at Taylor Swift, we're gonna get our Gryffindor robes. And then it's our birthday month of April, so we're not so secretly best friends.
Aww.
Yeah, we are.
You guys are cute. Cute.
Fist bump.
Okay, I would like to read these ones.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll listen to you.
Thanks. Thank you. That's so kind. Kamal says, I think you'll be a great mummy. Thank you so much. Katie says, Ayla's like, are you sure? I have to hear about it all. I'm not sure what you mean though. Like what it was about.
I think she's talking about you reacting, saying Ayla's like, are you sure? But I don't know what it was to.
I know my memory is like, I don't know. You'll have to remind me.
Are you?
Janelle says, I think you guys are great and love watching you guys. Think you are an inspiration to everyone going through infertility. Really hope you guys get your baby very soon.
Oh,
Janelle,
thanks.
that is very sweet. Thank you so much. Comments like that, like, oh, they just, oh.
They just tug a little bit, right? Tug at
They
those
do.
heartstrings.
They warm your heart a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever visited South America? Asked Anna.
We haven't, but
We need to.
we need to.
We need to be doing
Yeah,
that.
we're going to. My parents are in April on my birthday,
Oh,
nonetheless.
yeah, they're
On
leaving you.
April 6th, they're flying to Colombia.
Caleb was like, is there a surprise I should know
I was
about?
like, is it a coincidence or?
And they were like, no.
And then yeah, so
That's so sad.
bye.
Bye. Yeah. Hashtag bye. Are you open to adopting an older child? We've talked about this a little bit before, and we just are looking at newborns currently. You
Yes.
say that like you're shopping at a store, but
I know.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Just because we are first-time parents, and I feel the most comfortable kind of getting to know motherhood from the beginning.
Yeah, I think we deserve to be able to have it from the start.
Deserve.
What? No, just for the first. Like, you
Yeah,
know, okay,
but-
honestly, the reason is we want to learn how to parent at every stage.
Yeah.
And then,
In the future,
without a
that
doubt,
might-
like if
that might change.
if it comes up and we're going to adopt like a second or third or fourth child, like for sure we would
The
be
doors
open to
open way more,
Yeah.
I think, after that.
totally.
Would you adopt twins? Yeah.
Yes, we would.
That would be
Yes,
crazy,
we would.
but fun. But
Ever
yeah.
since the very first IVF and having 2 embryos transferred and getting that idea in our head that wow, both of these could stick and we could have twins.
Mhm.
Ever since then, I
Wanted
want
it.
twins. Like I don't just want a singleton. I want twins, but I'm good either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally would adopt twins.
Hi, guys who just joined. Hi, Deb. Hi, Liz.
What
Nora.
Nora asked, what languages do you speak? So both of us speak English and French. Now, I would say French is slowly,
Declining.
we can read it, and listen to it.
I'm way better than
She's
you.
still better than me. I mean, she started in
Grade 1.
kindergarten.
Grade 1.
Grade 1? Okay, grade 1, and I started in grade 7, so as much as they say, even in, like, after only 3 or 4 years of taking it in school, they say you're fluent, bilingual.
Well, we just haven't been practicing. Like,
Yeah, the last 5
We
years.
need to go somewhere that the country speaks French, just so
Right.
that we can kind of.
We would
have
move
fun
to
with it.
France. Yeah,
You're whipping out a new place every time.
because we just want to move.
Yeah. Well, we're happy where we are. It would be fun to kind of get a new experience.
Oh, I get it. See Katie's question or comment?
I'm still reading this one.
Okay.
What does that say? Happy Go Halls?
Yes.
Do you guys have names picked out for your future babies? We've been TTCing for 3 years and refer to our hopefully future baby by the name we've picked. Let's hope he or she suits it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
we've had names picked out for 2 years probably.
Yeah. The thing with that is,
Yeah.
though, that I, wonder if when the time comes, we'll still love them. You know what I mean? Like, I love them, and I have for so long, but I don't know. It's kind of hard when you go through so many heartaches and you picture a baby and maybe you associate that name with that baby, and so it's kind of hard to kind of, let's get this out of, so she's not all trying to get into it. Yeah, so I don't know, but we do have some that we really like, and we shared a bunch with you guys in a 10 baby names videos we love, but it may use video that we
Yes.
did. And a lot of them were actually, I was like, maybe we shouldn't share them because maybe we might actually use them. So there's that. You keep hitting
I'm sorry.
the thing.
I'm sorry. I'm tall, and there's not a lot of space here for me. Okay. Next question is by Nadine. And she says, Ayla, when did you first realize that you wanted to work with kids? I'm studying to be a daycare teacher, and I'll have my degree this summer.
I think, what's that?
This is a microphone.
Oh. I was like, pound it? For what? I didn't say anything.
Ruined it.
Anyways, I think I've always kind of been going in that direction. I've always been kind of that motherly figure, and I knew that would be what I would want to do with my job. As for preschool, it kind of just happened through kind of, I guess you could say, trial and error. I was in other programs in university and just decided that it wasn't the right fit, and then eventually went towards preschool. So, yeah.
You've always wanted to work with children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was originally in psychology and counseling. And
we were in the same university together.
Yeah, and then
she left me.
Left you. Yeah, which was a waste. A year and a half.
Yes. We're still paying that back. Student loan.
Whatever. Katie said I was referring to Caleb saying he loved hearing about the drum at work. That's funny. Yes, I was like,
Yeah.
What about just read it.
Which one? The one above?
Deb
says, I'm inspired by you wanting to buy baby things. I told my husband we need to do that once the home study is done. Yes.
That's a good starting point.
That's where we're really going to start. The only reason we bought the one thing we did buy, the pack and play, is because it was on sale for a good price. Yeah. And so we figured, you know what, we might as well just get it now. And we wanted to buy something. We were just excited about it, and we did. And now once the home study...
We lived on the edge.
Yeah. When we get our home study finished and all that good stuff, I think we'll probably go buy a few more things.
Yeah. We'll probably do a certain amount kind of a month kind of thing, not to go too crazy, but who knows? Who knows?
Totally.
It'd be nice to just kind of spread out the cost.
It just helps spread out the cost, and it helps keep you engaged and active in the process.
Because the wait list, you're really not doing anything at all. So.
Marissa says that she wants twins too, but there are triplets in her husband's family.
Whoa.
Well, you might get a surprise.
We're just reading.
Okay, so Isabella asks if we'd ever come to Australia, and yes, we would. And we would definitely love it there. I'm not so sure I'm a big fan of the bugs and the spiders and stuff, because we're blessed in Canada to not have anything dangerous.
Yeah.
When it comes to insects.
So it would be scary,
but
people live there, so it's got to
be okay. People have been surviving there.
Yeah. So
it's clearly
inhabitable.
Inhabitable? Oh. Sorry, it's clearly habitable, so yeah, for sure.
I laugh so loud. I feel so bad. Whenever I'm editing, I try to turn the volume down on the parts where I'm loud, and I'm sorry if it's not enough.
So, next question is from Elliot. Where are you guys from? And in brackets, the Netherlands, but...
where is it? Our lineage, our heritage?
I think that's what she means, yeah,
I half Dutch. My dad is Dutch, and then my mom is a little bit of a mixture. I have Métis in me, actually, and
so
I think Irish and... French, something like that.
Yeah, and I have French and English, and then also some would be Native American as well. From my dad's side, his grandmother or his mom. No, his dad's mother. Yeah, so his grandmother was full Mi'kmaq Indian from Newfoundland on the east coast of Canada. So yeah. fun stuff. So yeah, but in the Netherlands, where does your family live?
It's called Tilburg.
Tilburg.
Yeah.
So maybe one day we'll be visiting Tilburg. I know you've been there, but I'll go because I want to go there. I want to move there. Okay.
How is Ellie with kids? Would you ever be afraid of her getting jealous?
She's jealous.
She does get
So
very
jealous.
jealous, but she's still like good. Like she's not aggressive. She just gets.
She's never bitten me. She's never bitten anything. The only time, like with her teeth and stuff, she like you can tell like when she's playing, but she's just like it's just like a nibble, right? Like it's not like a bite. She's not aggressive. All dogs do that. It's just because they can't control all the time when they're trying to get a toy and stuff. The only time that there's ever been a close call is because the baby or like toddler had the toy and Ellie wants it and doesn't realize
because she just wants to play with it, so she wasn't throwing it. And Ellie's like, what?
Ellie will bark a little, but she's been getting really good, and
we've been just trying to expose her
docile. Yeah.
What we can, whatever opportunities we can, we've been exposing her, and I feel like she'll be fine. Learn. Yeah, she'll get used to it.
As soon as there's a baby
especially
in the house.
Especially because a newborn
isn't
moving yet, so she'll have that chance to like get used to them before they start invading her space as much.
She never used to like them touching her, but now she's fine with that. So she's made progress.
Yeah. Oh, sweet Jean.
No, Katie, you didn't miss anything. We're not doing IVF again.
No.
Not anytime soon.
Not right now. Use.
It jumped on me.
Nadine asked a question.
Yep.
And I'll read it.
Where are you going? Oh. Sorry.
Oh, bring it back.
I'm coming back.
She says, where'd it go? Oh, Ayla, you have mentioned the name of the book where your name was inspired from. Can't remember the book. My mom picked my name from an old movie. So I just went and grabbed it. It's called The Clan of the Cave Bear. And there's a whole series, and they're all very thick books. But
and you own all of them?
I own them all, but I have not gotten through them all.
Have you ever read one?
Yeah, I've read that
half. That bookmark's been there for 3 years.
I think I got busy, and then I feel like I have to restart because I won't remember what was happening. So I've been like not doing that, but I will soon because I'll have a lot of more free time.
Yeah, I've done that too, where you read like the first chapter of a book like 4 times, and then you finally the 4th time get into it. You're like, where was this all my life? Why did I just skip over this and forget to read it?
Sorry, I feel so bad when we don't talk and we just
Deb
stare.
also says that she started watching us after hearing about us on Alex and Phil and Alex.
Yeah, it's funny saying their names like over. Like,
okay, make sure to tune into Caleb and Ayla.
Caleb and Ayla.
Although that flows. I mean, I wish that we had. I tried to make the channel Caleb and Ayla, and
no, it's got to be alphabetical order.
Yeah,
A, C. Made
and
most sense.
Ladies first, right?
Yeah. Sheesh.
Although it doesn't always have to be alphabetical, right? You just wanted that.
Well, I felt like it was a fair suggestion and would be, I don't know. We just always, whenever we like sign a card or anything, we say Ayla and Caleb. So it just made sense.
Oh, Katie says she knew that, but I saw someone say good luck for the IVF cycle in June, so I was confused.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they might have been talking to someone else in the chat.
Ellie, why don't you come chill out for a minute?
Isabella came back and said, don't worry about the bugs in Australia. I'm terrified of spiders, and you generally don't see too many insects unless you go into the bush, and sometimes in gardens in the summer. Yeah, gardening's off the table. No, I'm not risking it.
Where bugs are.
Anyway, I'm just going to sleep in a box.
What are you...
I'm sorry, Leonie says, nice to know you're Dutch. She is as well. And it's 2:16, I believe, in the morning. So, way to go.
What?
Yeah. It's not 2:16 in the morning.
Will you clarify?
They're like 8.
But why would she be up so late? That's
commitment.
I'm like useless at that time.
You're useless at 9.
You are.
I'm useless at 8.
Yeah.
As soon as I come home from work. Okay.
So Amber asked about surrogacy, and we did kind of touch on that, and no, we're not looking into that anytime soon, just because we don't believe there's any reason I can't carry, so.
Yeah.
As of now. Valerie asked, where did you guys go for your honeymoon after you got married? We went to Mexico.
Mexico for 12 days.
An all-inclusive resort, and it was glorious and awesome.
With the humidity, it was like 42, 43 degrees Celsius every day.
Why do you remember that?
Because I enjoyed it. I remembered fine
so,
details, Ayla.
So long ago.
Oh, Ayla. Do we watch any of the couples that won the IVF grants from Ellie and Jared? No, we don't actually. We've checked out some of the videos around that time, but we haven't really.
We should check in again.
We should see where things are at. Yeah, totally. It's a good idea. I forgot all about it. Well, I didn't forget about the grant. I just forgot about the idea of watching those.
And that they're probably getting started.
Yeah,
with that soon.
totally. Yeah, see, here in Denmark, it's 2:20. So they're in the same time zone. So, yeah, she is up late.
Nadine says that my name is now on her baby name list.
Oh.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Okay, I'm done.
It's not my name. I don't know why I'm dancing. I support you.
Thank you. Ellie is so cute. We agree. I'm petting her right now.
She's cute. In real life, I wanted to say that my little boy watches your vlogs with me and he loves you guys.
Aww,
That's awesome.
that is so cute.
So
That's
cute.
Awesome. Aww.
Well, tell him we say hi.
Yes.
Do we have any traditions that we did as kids that we plan to do with our future kids? Well,
there probably is something.
Definitely there's an answer to this, but is it in here? I have to search.
I don't know. My family just gets together a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, so we'll probably kind of continue that.
Maybe do a little camping. Or like a cabin. Not that I've had a cabin to go to ever, but like I've always enjoyed the idea of being able to go to a cabin, so maybe we'll start our own tradition. Like it'd be nice to have a cabin somewhere. That would be great, like on a lake and have a boat and
that would be sweet.
Lake life is the good life.
That would be nice. Yeah.
What's next? I love Ellie and Jared, Bonnie, Daily Bumps, Sam and Nia, Katie and Cullen. Who's your favorite? Ask Deb. Who's our favorite? I know who our favorite is.
Ellie and Jared are actually who inspired us to start vlogging.
Yeah, they're so great.
Watched them for a few months and then I thought, you know what? We've got something to vlog about. Let's do it too. And so we decided to give it a try. Yeah. And we still watch pretty much every one of their videos. And we even got the chance to meet Jared at Vlogger Fair, which was really cool. He was really sweet. We met Cullen too. Cullen's hilarious.
Cullen's so funny.
Met Daily Bumps as well.
Yeah. I like those guys, like all those channels. But my favorite is still the Mitchelaks.
Yeah, that's because they're
only once a week on Sunday, but like
it's an enjoyable.
It's now officially like Sunday morning ritual is get up, get our coffees, make breakfast, and sit down on the couch and watch because their video is about usually around 30 minutes, so it's like watching a program.
It's like
and it's filmed well. Like they do a good job, so they're an inspiration to us as well.
OK Baby, yeah, we watch OK Baby.
OK Baby, yeah, they're funny.
We're reading.
Leona says that she was studying and then went on YouTube to procrastinate, I'm guessing, and to see if there's some new vlogs and of the people she follows, and we happen to be on, so here she is.
Woohoo!
Thanks for coming.
Lauren says, you two are amazing. Happy things are coming along with the adoption process and the ball is rolling. So excited for you. Found your channel a long while ago and found Phil and Alex because of you. Well, that's awesome. we're glad that you're here, and yeah, we're excited to get everything started, and I can't wait to see how it goes for us. I just hope it's not too long, but I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Katie says, the thing that you guys said was causing some stress a couple of videos ago. Are you able to announce that yet? The answer to that is not quite yet.
Well, we just have to speak to someone
first.
First.
Yeah.
And just kind of, I think we might have come to a decision. And we just kind of like let everyone know kind of where we're at, and then we'll be talking about it with you guys.
Yeah.
So pretty soon.
Hang tight. I can see Caleb teaching or coaching hockey. Yeah, I do
like to do that,
plan to coach hockey when if my child decides they would like to play hockey.
Yes.
Then
no forcing.
No. Yeah, I'm not gonna be that parent who lives through them in that way. You have to play because I play.
My glory days are over.
But no, definitely, it's something that I want to do. I've had the opportunity, if I wanted to, be like an assistant coach or help out on a team with like my previous coaches. I said if I want to work with them, but it's just I'm too busy. I was in school. I'm working now, and we're doing lots of stuff, and so it just works out when you have your own child because you have to drive them anyway. So just might as well hang out, and then it's fun. I get to be on the ice and
it's like another bonding.
It's great to bond, yeah. So if we have a girl or boy who wants to play hockey, then by all means. And if there's another sport, really, it doesn't have to be hockey.
Mm-hmm. Or music or
hockey would just be my better, like, well-known area.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my gosh, that is adorable. When in real life, okay, so after we said tell him we say hi, he was so happy you said hi that he kissed you on the screen. I love that.
I'm like literally gonna cry.
How old is he?
So cute.
That's awesome.
Oh, see, children are just the purest form of life. They are so sweet and just like.
I'm still smiling.
Thank you. That totally made our day. Laura's studying for an exam she has, and she says, you guys are great to listen to as a little bit of a distraction. That's awesome.
A Sunday morning or a Sunday exam?
I remember those.
You don't remember that? You didn't have a Sunday exam.
No, I remember studying for exams. And how
me too.
Rough that
yeah, it was just last year.
Yeah, I know. It feels like forever ago, though, to be honest with you. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think about it too much. I'm glad I don't have to right now.
He's
right?
3. Wait, says
3. Oh,
that's
awesome.
Such a good age. What age preschool do you teach? 3.
3
and 4, yeah.
Yeah, this
Mostly
year you're
3.
just 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. Kamal asked you, why are you laughing?
Just Isabella says that she's got a legal assignment due tomorrow, but that she should be proofreading it. However, we're more interesting. I'm sure we are.
I hope so. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
We're glad you're here.
Do we have tattoos? Yeah, Ayla's got one over here. Yeah, Ayla's got 2.
Sorry, I have 2.
I really want to get some. I really want to get an infertility related one or something with like what we've been through. But I don't know what that design will look like, whether it's going to be words, writing, or like, a design.
Yeah, I don't know. So I have 2. I have one on my foot and one on my ribs right here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll show you guys one day.
Maybe.
I'm not as embarrassed of my stomach. I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh, be quiet.
I gotta get in shape before I can do that.
Well, we are gonna train for that half marathon.
Oh yeah. I showed my tummy on a video once when I was showing like the recovery from surgery, and I got a really weird comment. It was a strange one, but
apparently Ayla has a nice belly button.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Nicole says that she is in Ontario, Canada, and that she always watches our vlogs. She's cried with us, she's laughed with us, and she just prays that we both have our miracle coming to us.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
It's so sweet. Just read it out loud.
I'm trying to pronounce the name.
I think Milena. I think.
She's from Kamloops, so she's
just
pretty
read
close.
It. Even though it's like doing like a little paraphrase. It's so funny.
She found us through Phil and Alex. I like to put my own spin on it, okay? She found us through Phil and Alex during her pregnancy with her rainbow baby. So worth the wait. You two will be amazing parents. I was just wondering what your favorite food was. Donairs is mine.
Thai food.
Thai food is my second.
Yes.
Second. We had both of those things last weekend, didn't we? Or like within the last week, like a week ago. That was a good week.
So, Leonie asks, I am now kind of wondering how long did your studies take to complete because you're both so young and I'll be busy with uni until I'm at least 25. And Caleb did his degree. It took a little bit longer because he did a work like placement.
I did it. Yeah, I have a year of co-op experience. It's like where you, in 4 or 8 month terms, you work for a company paid, which is nice, and you get experience. So I had to take a semester off to do an 8-month one. And then I did some online classes as well. So by the time, like 5 years? It was about 5 years.
Yeah. And then for me, mine isn't actually a degree. I just did this online courses online while I was still working so that I could do both. But previously I did a year and a half full time in university. I just didn't do anything with that.
I've been graduated for a year now, actually. So that's exciting.
Yeah. That was he was in university, I was in university when we got married, and yeah, it was.
It's nice to not be in university.
It was like a tough time because there's so much you got.
Well, you have to pay for school, you have to pay for treatments.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You gotta hang out together.
You gotta find time to be together.
You gotta walk your dog.
Yeah.
Isabella would like to know why you chose to stop studying psychology. Because she's actually thinking of studying it.
Okay.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Don't turn her away.
No, it's nothing bad. I love psychology. That's actually my favorite.
It's really
course.
Interesting too.
But I kind of like I geared towards being a child and youth care counselor, and then when we got into the kind of parts where
the tough stuff.
Yeah, when we started talking about, what I would be doing and what I would need to be dealing with and kind of the circumstances and stuff, I felt such a heaviness on my heart, and I just didn't feel like I was at a place where I could be that strong person for those children and youth, and I didn't want to go into that career and not feel confident in myself in that way. And it's not that I doubted myself or anything like that. I just know who I am, and I didn't think I could handle that kind of dynamic. So I wanted to do something a little less intense, I guess you could say. So that's why I switched.
Yeah, like total respect for the people that do that line of work, and you have to be tough.
Yeah, it takes a certain person. You have to know who you are and know what you're willing and interested to do. And sometimes it takes doing a few courses in those kinds of things to figure that out, and that's what it took for me. So I don't regret it, obviously, but I wish there weren't these student loans, but it is what it is.
Hello, Rachel. She says hi to us, so we say hi back.
Hello, Rachel.
Hello. Jen Mac, XXOO. I have been watching you for a while and have prayed for you. You both are good people and deserve all the best. How lucky that child will be. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, we hope. We hope.
Casey asks, hi guys, when the baby comes, how much do you plan on showing him or her on camera? Will you be as open and honest after the baby arrives, or will it be more private? Will baby change how you share with us?
That's a very good question.
And to be honest, like right now, like obviously once we're past once the baby is ours, because of the 10-day revocation period, things can happen. We won't be sharing anything until after that.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, though, I'm fine with them being on the vlog.
Yeah,
and
we'll do as any kind of parent vlogger does, and just take each situation and
yeah, like
make
certain
the
things
decision.
aren't appropriate.
There's going to be part of our lives that will become more private because that's what we need to do, I guess, to protect children and that sort of thing on the internet. But we'll still want those memories for ourselves, and we'll want to share that with you guys. You guys have been here for such a crazy part of our lives that when we finally get there,
we don't want to just like not show you.
Yeah, so. No, and we want to share it with you because we're
looking forward, and we're gonna love being able to show how our baby is growing and developing and all that with you. The same way, I mean, Ellie and Jared's when they had a newborn, and every different vlogger out there that has children.
I think so.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the kind of process, like he was saying, we plan on kind of filming as much as we can during the process, but it's just I don't think we'll share it until we are allowed to. Until
the child's legally like gonna be ours forever.
Yeah, that's when we will.
We don't want to risk
anything.
That
publish button on YouTube, I think.
Exactly. So, and we just have to make sure that we do things right. We don't want to upset anyone.
No, exactly, and you just got to be very considerate, I think, of the birth family, and that's a big priority for us. So
we plan on. Kamal asked if we adopt a newborn, will we be telling them when they're older that they are adopted, or would we be keeping it a secret? And so we plan to be as open as we can at each stage in their life. There's certain stages where you need to say certain things and be a little bit more limited because they just don't understand it. And so as they get older, as they grow up, we're just always going to have that be something we explain to them.
It's going to be a part of their not daily conversation, but it's going to be a part of their conversation. They will understand. Our hope is what those important terms mean, like tummy mummy or birth mom or those sorts of things, and it'll just be a part of their life. It won't be something that gets dropped on them when we think they're old enough. It'll just be a part of them. And
we don't want there to be any stigma around it. We want it to be as normal as it really is.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, this is a way, this is an important way that we were able to build our family, and that child will have been able to become our child. And it's part of them, it's part of their story, and I want them to know their story, and I want them to be proud of it, because I'm going to be proud of it, so we should all just be proud of it.
We will be proud.
Yes.
The next question is jumping away from me.
Lauren says something. You can read that one.
I love how YouTube gives us a platform to talk and share experiences with others. It's crazy and feels like we know you like we do our own friends. Yeah.
We like to hear that. It's
definitely.
Because we're obviously on this side, so we don't know exactly
it's not two-way.
Well, kind of.
Comments. Well, comments. Mm-hmm. Comments really does give us kind of like a little like view into your life.
We love comments. Like when I see a new comment, I like go and read it, and I get excited to see what's going on in your guys'
I check my phone all the time to see comments.
Yeah, that's what I check usually is what people are up to.
What they're saying.
And yeah, I feel like it's nice to hear that because like I was trying to say before, is we're on this side, so we don't know exactly how we come off to you guys, and if you guys feel a connection or if you feel like you know us and that sort of thing. So it's nice to hear for sure.
Lisa asked if we think YouTube will ever be our full-time jobs, or would we rather keep YouTube part-time and continue our careers? See,
when you paraphrase, you confuse.
You're right.
If YouTube was ever to get to the point where it could be our full-time job, I think we would welcome it, and it would be a big blessing for us. It would be amazing to do something together
that we love.
We are very passionate about filmmaking, video editing, and everything, and so to be able to do that with your partner and to have that time to spend with the family that we're working so hard to get would be a huge thing, and it would definitely be cool and awesome.
And I think we'll probably always have that paired with some sort of like our own business on the side with something related. So photography, videography, things like that, because we like that, and we're always learning and we're growing, we're getting a little bit better at it like every time we do something. So that's something we want to be able to incorporate and compare those two together, make an income. That'd be ideal. That would be so great. That'd be our dream. And then we could live anywhere.
We don't know if it's gonna happen, but it would be. We'd be open to it happening.
Yes. Deb says, how awkward is it to be always videoing in public? Yeah, so taking videos and vlogging in public, it's odd.
It's something to get used to, and we're not used to it yet.
We're not used to it. I think the big reason is because we don't really have a vlogging camera, like a traditional vlogging camera. Yeah. We have the DSLR on the Gorilla Pod, and it's a huge camera with a mic on top. Like, it's very noticeable. It's not discreet whatsoever, but we're saving up to eventually get a vlogging camera, hopefully soon, and then we'll be more comfortable.
It'd be a little bit easier.
It fits in the palm of your hand.
Put it in your pocket or your purse to carry around with you. Like right now, we have to have already decided that we plan on vlogging here. Because we have to carry the thing in. Yeah. So with a smaller one.
Now there's a lot of options that you could get because you have this big camera with all these different settings, but
and we'll always still use that.
Definitely.
For lots
certain
of
shots, yeah.
But in terms of public, it is awkward. Sometimes I just if I'm feeling extra confident that day, it's not so much of a big deal. Or if
it's easier with other people. So
if you're doing an event, something where people might have their phone out to take pictures and it would make sense. But when you're walking through Walmart, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. When you're just taking your dog for a walk in the park and you have this giant camera out, it's
like this morning.
I hate that I'm self-conscious about it.
I know. I just want to
absolutely hate
slap myself and say,
get
over it.
I don't really care. I honestly don't care what they think.
I know. It's just that in the moment, it's weird. Because in the moment, if you have eyes on you,
I think the weirdest part isn't necessarily taking a video of myself with this giant setup. It's having them listen to what I'm trying to say sometimes when I'm talking to a camera. It's what I'm saying. And as you guys know, we edit the video because sometimes we're talking, gibberish comes out, we mess up. And so when you're doing that, but in public, and people are watching you talk and stutter and say your line wrong,
it just pulls attention to you.
It's just, it feels uncomfortable. But we're getting better at it. And every time we're out in public, I think it helps a little more. So long-winded question. Or answer, but yes.
Yes.
To your question, yes. How long, Lauren Whitehead says, how long are you allowed for maternity leave in Canada? Is it chosen by the state or workplace or by you? Does maternity leave still apply for adopting? So I'll just answer it in terms of adopting. So because we're adopting, there's adoption leave. And adoption leave and then there's also parental leave. So there's maternity, adoption, and parental leave. And usually how it works, because it's somewhat, this is what I do at work.
Government, though.
It's through the government. The government will pay you employment insurance for when you're off. And that period of time is, I believe I don't know adoption leave. I know parental is 13 weeks. I'm pretty sure it's around 13 weeks. So that would be for me, parental leave would be me at my job. I could get, and my employer tops me up, I can get 75% of my wages. Whatever EI doesn't go up to 75%, they top it up. And then I get paid that for 13 weeks and get to hang out with her and her newborn. It's pretty great. Goals. And adoption leave is somewhere close to that too. Maybe not even, it's somewhere between 10 and 20 weeks probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's what you would get. You could go on that.
Yeah, I would.
We can share it.
Staying home.
But you'll be home, yeah. So, and then maternity is, I don't know.
I think it's a year.
No, it's not a year because you have what you have is you have a combo of you start with maternity and then after 30 something weeks, maybe 32 weeks, you then go on to, or 36 weeks I think, and then you go on to parental for the rest, or for the next few weeks, and then after that it's just nothing.
Okay. Next.
But I feel bad that I should know that because I put people on mat leaves all the time, and that sucks because I have to. Right.
It's kind of an aspect of your job that is another
that's reminder. My reminder. Yours is working with kids every day. Mine is putting people on mat leave.
Yeah. I just want to say, some of you guys are wishing Rachel luck because she's in her 2-week wait, and we wanted to extend that and wish you triple duple luck. We're excited, and we hope it works out for you.
I'm pretty sure Rachel lives in Thailand. No, the Philippines? The Philippines.
I recognize her
tell us if we're wrong.
Picture and everything from comments.
Yes, no, she's commented lots, but I think she's in the Philippines.
Well,
just saying.
She's going to tell us.
She's going to tell us because we don't want to just be wrong.
Yeah, because Caleb does that. He jumps to conclusions.
I have a good memory, but sometimes it fades. We're going to also probably not be on here for too much longer because we're at 1 hour 45.
Are you sure? Because this one says something different.
That's something else. Live? No, click on it. It'll refresh.
No.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. When you had IVF, did your friends' family help you with money? Me and my hubby are having money trouble. IVF costs a lot in Ireland. Yeah, we did have a little bit of help.
Yeah, the very first time we
find it harder, like the longer things have taken, it's a little bit harder because I just feel like
it's always awkward asking people for help with these things financially.
What's hard is that it just sometimes feels like it's a lost cause for us, not for you guys, for us. And so it just feels like, is it appropriate to even? Yeah. It's not really. I don't know how to say this in a non weird way, but like when you're being vulnerable and asking for help, you want it to be for an investment into your life. And the last IVF, we weren't really sure, and the frozen transfer, it's sort of hard.
You just feel guilty because at the end of the day, for us,
we don't know how much more it's gonna take,
right? And people helped us, and their money helped us get to that point to try, but then it failed. And as much as it's silly to think, but you feel like you let them down because they provided this, great help for you. Yeah. So that was just our situation.
It was hard to word,
but we did have help from friends and family and some of you guys. So that was all great and much appreciated.
Okay.
You have a question? Whoa.
Joy says, "Hi, I'm adopting here in Brazil. I've been waiting for my baby for almost 1 year now, and I know that it will take a few more years. How long does it take where you live?" The agency we were with has set an average of 3 years, and it can be drastically less, but we just really don't know, and it's completely dependent because birth mothers have, it's kind of in their hands. They get to go through profiles and sort of make their decisions themselves, and so, which is really cool and really interesting, right? That they have that kind of say, which is, I like that, but so it depends. It's so dependent on it. Okay, Emily. As much as I want your channel to grow, I also love how small and personal it is right now because it does allow that sort of more personal connection between us as viewers and you guys. I agree. I totally know where you're coming from. Absolutely. It's nice to have more ability to chat with you guys, and Emily loves kiwi. I recognize your name and your picture from comments.
Totally.
And I don't know who you are, but when I see you come up, I know who you are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And obviously, the bigger you get, the harder that comes. But I think we'll always do our very best
to stay up with the comments and as many as we can. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no promises, but I think we'll always
our goal is for us to, as people and our personalities, to remain intact and stay the same as they are, no matter how large our channel gets. No matter what happens, we want to just stay who we are and be true to ourselves. So we will do our best to not lose that for you as well. Okay, this one is fun. Silly question, Deb says, I heard you were doing taxes. Me. You have income tax. You have income tax day 2. When is it statewide, country? I don't know anything about Canada. We've already done them and got our refund, actually. So I file online. I use a program. It's called UFile. It was pretty good. And I submitted it online on the 21st. And we got our refunds yesterday and the day before. Ayla's, we filed together, but they send them direct deposit that we have set up with the Canada Revenue Agency, who does all the taxes and income tax returns and filing. And yeah, so we got our payments Thursday and Friday. So that was good for us.
Nice. Yeah. Rachel says, I noticed your editing skills are getting better and better. I love watching your vlogs. I think quality is more important than quantity. Thank you so much. We have grown a lot in terms of our knowledge base and what we've learned, and we enjoy it a lot, and we want to just continue to learn more and stuff. So I'm glad you like them. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Ellie is like sleeping over there.
Yeah.
She's so cute. Oh, no, it's okay. Go to sleep. Oh, man. Some of you guys are just sharing like mat leave and paternal leave in where you are, and it sounds like we're pretty lucky. That's sweet. Yeah. It's too bad, isn't it?
What?
That men don't necessarily get as much time.
Well, parental leave is what men can get.
I know, but I just mean in some of their cases, like.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, but even in the case, like when you have, when it comes down to parental leave, like once you finish your mat leave and you're in parental, even then, you still, like, you can't both be off on it, right? Like,
right, it's one or the other.
For the couple, you can share, like you can split it. So if you
but that's here, so
that's here. So like for example, the 13 weeks, like we could each have 6.5, but because because I would get paid more for using it. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. So it's great that you guys, some of you have good stuff, but then it sucks for those of you who only have like 2 weeks for your partner. 13 days, yeah. She's from Malaysia.
Ah, Rachel's from Malaysia.
I'm sorry. Although.
So, some of you guys have to go, so thank you for watching. Thank you so much. And what's your Snapchat ID? Ayla Sophia.
Caleb.
I think Langford.
Caleb Langford 21.
Oh, yeah.
21 is my favorite number. It wasn't the age I was when I made the account. Or the year I was born, because I'm not from the future.
Someone's asking, Komal's asking, how do you feel when you hear some, like your friends are pregnant or have a baby? And that's tricky. I was thinking about doing a video kind of talking about some of that, as I have some of that going on now in my life. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But it's hard. It's very conflicting. It makes you kind of, it's like an internal struggle, I think, because you know that you shouldn't be jealous and that it doesn't make sense and that you should be happy, but you know, your infertility struggle comes out and you can't help but feel down and sad and everything. So yeah, I don't know, it's a struggle. And it still is, like, it was when we first started and it still is now.
All right, so one thing too is any final questions you guys have, put them in, because I'm gonna make the decision that we're probably gonna wrap up the stream here in the next like few minutes.
Okay. I've got to get dinner started.
I'm getting hungry. That popcorn, helped, but it isn't filling me up.
So if you have any last questions that you really want to know an answer to, or anything, any like comment that you really wanted to say, now's a great time.
We'll try to keep our responses brief.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go into a couple here that I see. So, are you a Gretzky or Messier fan? Asked Deb. I would have to say Gretzky. He was a great player, and I wish that I was old enough to have been able to watch him more, like when he was in the league and all that good stuff, because he would have been great to watch. He's amazing. Mm-hmm. And he played on, well, a lot of his career for the Oilers, who, that's in Edmonton, that's only 2.5 hours from us.
So Casey's got a good question.
Okay.
I loved Melania's question. Do people ever recognize you on the street? I'd flip if I saw you guys out. No.
No, we've never been recognized.
We haven't had it happen yet. No. That would be, I think we would be more excited
totally,
to have that happen than some of you might. I don't know. But one time we were at a wedding and the brides, a few of her friends who were like bridesmaids, they had watched our videos and we got to meet them and they were excited to meet us. I don't know like how they came to our videos.
I don't know if like they watched that much, but like I know maybe through Facebook at the time. I have no idea. But it's interesting, and we got to meet 3 or 4 of them, and they were like all bridesmaids, but they were like super excited that we were there. Like,
yeah, it was kind of a surreal moment, but
we haven't it was cool for us.
Had that chance. We were thinking about as soon as the weather clears up, maybe doing like a little meetup just in the
our
city
area
here. Yeah, I know that doesn't like help all of you guys because you guys are all from everywhere, but
and then if we're ever in another city or country or anything, we will let you know, and we will say, hey, if any of you guys are around during this time, let us know, and we will plan a meetup of some sort. It could just be like a little afternoon, something like that, just a couple hours, but we would love to meet anyone, even if it's just you and your husband or
Casey,
just whatever.
I would flip if I saw you.
Yeah.
I would totally.
Right back at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katie asks a good one. I like that one, Katie. Yes, I am on board with that question. What do you love most about Ayla?
Well, the thing that I love most about Ayla is probably her ability to cook delicious food.
I knew you were going to say that. It's so lame.
No, I've always really enjoyed just how strong she is.
Okay.
And just, how she perseveres through all the tough times.
That's a good one. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
What time is it here? It's 6:56 p.m. Thanks for this. And can Ayla say a few Dutch words? I don't remember very many. I remember dank u wel, as thank you very much. And then goede nacht is good night. And like that's probably all I remember, to be honest with you. I just got to learn like a few because we stayed with my great aunt, and she was she only spoke Dutch.
And this is like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So I hope that was right. Hi, Ayla and Caleb. Watched your videos since last summer. My first IVF cycle coincided with yours, and your videos really inspired me. That is awesome. How cool is that we could go through it together?
Totally.
Oh, don't go back.
Sorry. I just because Time for Baby came in and hadn't heard the answer earlier, I'm just going to let her know that we are looking to adopt a newborn. And then after we've had our first child, we may, for our second or third or fourth, adopt older.
Right.
Just simple answer. No, they're down.
Sorry. Lindsay says, thanks for having this chat. It was a great time. I'm glad you liked it. Hi, Maria. Hi, Time for Baby. Thank you guys for being so personal and open with us all. This has been fun. Like I said before, we are in this together. Thank you, Deb.
Well, I think...
Wait, she says we're couple goals. That's so cute. Not always.
Not always.
Sometimes we're
just on the
opposite, vlog. But no, that's not true. Yeah. That's not true.
No, I know it's not true.
I just meant that we're not like perfect, you know.
No.
We have our things.
Not at all. Oof. Ellie, you smell.
Aw, come here.
She's a little wet from the walk. A little wet dog smell. I don't know.
She's a little
scratched it and it just kind of wafted right up over here. Okay, I think that we have answered all of the final questions.
Yes.
We've given enough of our time today. Just kidding. 2 hours was the longest stream we've had so far. Wow. And it didn't feel like 2 hours. Like, it was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. One last question. We are 23 years old. I'm 24 in a month on April 6th. Pretty exciting stuff. 24. I feel like I'm getting old, but like I'm not that old, obviously.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny to me because our Draw My Life, so many of you guys were so surprised to learn how old we were, and I thought that was funny because a lot of you guys were commenting and were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that." And yeah, we're like advanced for kind of our age group, generally speaking. People in our age gap aren't doing the kinds of things we're doing, but that's just kind of how our life has played out, and we're happy with it. So yeah, okay, we'll see you later.
We'll see you guys soon.
Probably Monday.
Our next video will be up on Monday. I know you guys had the live stream today, and you had the video this morning, Marriage versus Expectations, which you should go check out if you haven't yet, because it's really fun.
It was pretty funny.
It's just a short one too. And then also, one thing that we wanted to let you guys know, and we'll probably say this again, but we've decided that we are going to start highlighting our favorite comment.
We're going to... Every video we'll find one comment that we pin to it.
We can favorite it and pin it to the top so that your comment goes to the top and everyone sees what you had to say. So if you say something really funny or really, heartfelt or deep or something like that, we will pin it. And it's going to be either of us throughout the day. We might decide that we like another one more now. So go ahead and do that.
It's not a more now. It's not a competition.
Not a competition.
We're just
it just
saying
means
a way to recognize you guys.
Recognize those who comment and yeah.
So yeah.
So look for that, and you can start doing that whenever, starting now.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
We hope you enjoyed the live stream. I know we did, and we are excited for the next one. We're going to do them kind of the first Saturday of every month, unless stated otherwise, but that's our kind of plan from here on out. So
the first Saturday in April, which...
That's not your birthday,
not
right?
my birthday.
Okay, good.
And one last thing real quick. We'll just answer this. We will do monthly updates for our baby once they're ours. Yeah.
We're going to do all those cheesy things that you see, all those fun little things. We're going to be on board with them because we've been, we've wanted to be a part of that. So once we get the chance, we're going to go full on.
Full on.
All right. Bye, guys. Good night. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your weekend.
Look at Jamie.
Oh. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Oh. She's like, stop. All right. There's always this time period where you're ending it, and we're still technically on air, so I'm just gonna talk like this, and just say stuff so that everybody isn't just watching us awkwardly click.
I get it.
Could you get on with it? Let's go.
You want me to end it?
Yes. Okay, bye.
Do you want me to end it?
Yes.
You want me to end it? I just